There's a niche within data science called causal inference that has a lot of incredible job opportunities out there. I did a search for causal inference jobs on LinkedIn and look at these companies that are coming up. Amazon, Meta, Amazon again, which basically created the field within tech. TikTok, Duolingo, Reddit, Walmart, Duolingo again. Netflix will be the highest paying ones. Again, more Amazon and Meta. These roles are also big at Stripe, Uber, PayPal, Lyft, Airbnb, Google, and many more big companies. So first, I'm going to show you what are some of the really important features of this job, like what it entails. And second, I am going to give you a huge tip when it comes to interviewing, especially in the case study round. So these two bullet points here in the Amazon position are really going to be everywhere for these roles. You are going to design and analyze experiments to evaluate different strategies. Basically, you're going to be asked, what is the impact of some action if we do this? And you're going to have to design the experiment. So determine the metrics, the duration, who you're going to randomize and when. And then you're also going to use large data sets to make causal inferences or predictions. Usually, when you see the term causal inference out in the wild, while it does include experimentation, it's generally seen as making inferences, evaluating the impact when experimentation is not feasible, so using observational data. But importantly, setting it up in a way, understanding that correlation and what comes out of regressions do not necessarily mean causation unless you set it up in very specific ways. Now, when you're in a case study interview for these roles, you're going to be asked, what is the impact of some action? And you want to separate these into two major categories. First, for the outcome and the population that is getting affected by whatever this treatment is, do they have a long time series for that outcome? For example, is it the conversion rate of a product, by day? So there is a long time series of outcomes that could go up and down. Or is the treatment affecting, let's say, users that don't have a history of these repeated outcomes? So maybe you're testing two different landing pages on first time visitors or people who are not yet your customers and you don't really have data on them. In those cases, if you cannot do randomized experimentation, you usually want to be thinking about something like propensity score matching or inverse probability weighting. If you do have a time series, then you should immediately be thinking something like a difference in differences model or a synthetic control.